Hello everyone, or no one, and welcome to Delo Gaming. I'm a bad gamer, and I played Space Marine 1, and I found this. Questions. I have many questions, and one of them is, do I even dare enter the wormhole to the Warhammer 40k universe? That's a lot of games. Curiosity is triggered. So, let's talk about this game. Let's start with the fact that I have no knowledge or know anything about the Warhammer universe. So why did I end up playing this game? Well, I get a lot of advertisement about a game called Space Marine 2. I've heard that it's a pretty decent game, and I've seen like 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay, and that game looks kinda cool. I also know that it's focused around player versus player combat, and that it has a short story mode of like 8 to 10 hours. I don't really care about the player versus player element of the game, which as far as I know is its main element. So I'm only really looking at 8 to 10 hours of entertaining content for me. Space Marine 2 is a brand new game, so it's going to be a little bit pricey for 8 to 10 hours. So I'm looking for something that's similar that I could test out first. And behold, we have Space Marine 1. Now, the full price of Space Marine 1 is still quite high for a game that came out in 2011, but buy it on sale. It has the same formula as Space Marine 2, it's 8 to 10 hours of a story mode, and the rest of the game is PvP focused, which is dead by now. I also previously have some good experiences playing a game with a very short story mode where the main game is focused on the PvP, which was Star Wars Battlefront 2. I played that campaign an unhealthy amount of times, but oh boy, I loved it, and I never really played the PvP stuff in that game anyways. The game is a shooty hack and slash game. I in general don't really like shooty games, so if it's good or not, I don't really have much to compare it with. Gameplay wise, it felt just fine. It felt fine and fun to shoot the enemies. You can also use a chainsaw, axe or a hammer to smash the enemies down, which is quite badass. Also, the jetpack mode, that's just OP as hell. If I have a complaint, it's that when you want to regen health, you have to perform an execute action that kills the enemy in a brutal way, and for some reason that gives you health back. But be mindful of when you use it, as you get animation locked, and if enemies are attacking you when you're performing this action, you can actually die from the damage they do to you when you're really trying to regen your health. There are some really cool weapons in the game, and I really like the laser rifle, so combat wise, the game feels just fine. The game is very linear. It's as linear as a monorail. You just follow the path, wait until the music changes, and then you're going to get attacked by the enemies. And what enemies is attacking you? Well, it's green freaking orcs. I come from the Warcraft universe. Why are the green orcs here in this universe? Who was first with green orcs? What have I missed? What's going on? The game throws you into combat with very little background on what's going on. A planet is invaded, deal with it. Who are the Space Marines? No clue. Why are they taller than other people? No clue. Why are the orcs bad? No clue. Why are there millions of them? No clue. Why do they use rocks with rocket engines as spaceships? No clue. Maybe Elon Musk can learn something to make cheaper rockets. Why are the Space Marines praising the Emperor? Who is the Emperor? Why is the Emperor? I have no clue. Okay, all of those things triggered the curiosity of this Warhammer universe, but I just kept on playing and kinda ignored it and thought maybe I'll get some answers eventually. Well, after playing for a while, the pattern repeats itself. You are just following the path, music change, kill the green guys and keep moving. And it gets a little bit boring in the middle of the game. Then it really mixes some shit up. And suddenly something called Chaos Worshippers or something like that is appearing. Demons that are doing these zappy zappy zoom zoom things. And you're fighting both orcs and these chaos things. And you enter like these big massive fights where everybody's fighting everybody. And you get a whole bunch of new questions like what the hell is chaos? Why are they demons? Why are their eyes green? Are they from another dimension? Galaxy? Where are they from? Why do they want this planet? I have absolutely no clue what's going on. Chaos Marines are some mean sons of witches. Why aren't Chaos just the best faction in this universe, as they can teleport anywhere or blast you from far away or manipulate you from far away? The so-called Emperor or the Orc leaders shouldn't stand a chance against stuff like this, so why are they just not winning? But from this point on, the game is a lot more fun to play again, but I have absolutely no clue what's going on. Quite early in the game, you hear something about a Titan. I have absolutely no clue what that is, but that is actually one thing you learn in the game. The Titan seems to be like a giant robot. When you saw that, it was like, okay, one of two things is going to happen now. A, I get to drive that shit and have a really good time, or B, it's going to be a shortcut scene where that robot does its things, and I will be a little bit disappointed. And of course the game went for option B.
Target the orbital spire.
Target acquired. Firing now.
But it was alright, as it wasn't a pinnacle of the game. The game kept going on, so you keep playing and following the path ahead, and eventually you will get to the final boss. The boss is you survive a couple of waves of enemies and then you get to fight the final boss. And the boss is just press the buttons the game tells you to press. That last part was a little bit disappointing, as I don't like that kind of interaction, but it is what it is. So, what am I sitting left with after playing this game? Questions. Many questions. When I was looking through the Steam reviews, I noticed for quite a lot of people this game was their entry to the Warhammer universe, and I can kinda understand why, because my curiosity was pretty damn hard triggered. But do I dare to go into this universe? I don't know yet. I'm not fucking painting any miniatures, that's for sure. Maybe look into some new games and books? Yeah, probably. It wouldn't kill the game if the game started with a short introduction video and went like, in a galaxy far away, war is ravaging, where the mighty forces of the Emperor, orcs and chaos fight for dominion of the galaxy. The Space Marines have been deployed to a planet invaded by 1 million orcs. Help Captain Titus fight orcs, or something along those lines. Will I check out more stuff in the Warhammer franchise? Yes, probably, but for now I had my 10 hours of fun in Space Marine 1, and I will leave you with the wise words of wisdom from the Steam reviews, and I bid you farewell. Space Marine is everything you need it to be, a cheesy story where you play as the stoic ultra blue Space Marines and engage in combat that switches between third-person shooting and hack-and-slash action almost seamlessly. A good Warhammer 40,000 third person. Nothing big to take them on a few bugs here and there, and the movement/ground can be a bit sticky. You run into stuff and you get semi-stuck. Where are the rest of the reinforcements? I am all the Emperor requires. It is better to play for the Emperor than to play for yourself. You heal by cutting orcs in half with a chainsword. Game is wild. I killed 40,000 orcs for achievement. What is sunlight? I love this game. It's the video game equivalent of a bad action film. You just walk forward, kill the ever-loving F out of anything in front of you for 8 hours. No alternate path, no stats to deal with, just pure ultra-violent glee. Not really worth $60, but wishlist this and get it on the cheap. You won't be sorry. I don't even like 40k that much, but I would have sex with this game if it were at all possible. For the Emperor. The chainsword makes the happy chemicals go brrr brrr. In order to be a proud member of the Imperium of Man, you must follow these simple steps. 1. If you see anything that's a different species, basically not part of humanity, purge. 2. If you see someone talking about something about demons or some different god that isn't the god Emperor, purge. 3. If a fellow brother has minuscule signs of different views, purge him. This game grew me a second penis. The Emperor protects.